So that's it then? What are we, some kind of Bendy and the Doc revival? Ha ha ha. Yeah. I had to fucking. It didn't save at the beginning of this chapter, so I had to fucking do the very end of chapter 4 again. But we're doing it. Final chapter. And, we can get this game. Oh, ah! We can get this game done, uh, within 3 days of Halloween, or the profane Sabbath, according to Faith. Don't know what I'll do on actual Halloween. I'll probably just take a break from the film. Like on Halloween, I'm probably just not gonna upload anything. I want to watch some scary movies, some actually scary things. I haven't watched a lot of scary movies. There's like seen the two It movies, Jigsaw, Spiral from the Book of Saw. That's about it. Saw Stranger Things, but I'm not that big on horror. But it does look, but I do like the aesthetic of it, so I do want to watch some more horror movies. And hey, what better time than October, Halloween, All Hallows Eve. Okay, calm down. What's in here? Dinah Dean's top shoe polish. That's the woman who was turned into Alice Angel, right? Old Track 77 is a quiet place these days. Ever since that terrible crash a few years back, people don't like to hang around. Too many strange things keep happening on this platform. Last week, one of the railmen told me they had had... I don't like that phrase, had. Why not have had? Reports of some train going through that wasn't on the schedule. There were figures standing in the cars, staring through the windows, but it never stopped to let no one off. Just kept on going straight through. Some say it was the Silverland Express, the train that crashed. Ghost train. Dang. Clang, 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 what the hell? That fucking song has been stuck in my head ever since I rewatched the clip from Treehouse of Horror X, the one where that ends with Homer destroying the world, and then he gets put on a rocket with a bunch of terrible celebrities, and they get blasted off into the sun.
The demon's evil continues to spread.
From the moment I saw him, I fell. Fine, what the holly. From the moment I saw him, I fell. So who's the real bad guy, Wilson or fucking Ink Demon? Because Wilson, he tried to get people, tried to get his goons to kill me, and he trapped me in this place. But Ink Demon, he kills me. Place all weapons and contact ink on the holding desk to the right.
The subject will stand in the designated location.
Ah, fuck you.
Lethal object detected. The subject will submit all weapons for further screening. Disarm now.
Oh, I can't defend myself. What is this, Soviet Russia? Ha ha ha. Ooh, Tommy gun. That was in the first game.
Remain still for examination.
Uh,
The subject is cleared for entry. Welcome to the civilized world. How do you like my signal towers?
looks like shit.
They nullify the Ink Demon's powers, so he cannot pass them wish I could say I invented them, but it seems our friends at the Gent Corporation had a demon problem of their own
Who
long
is that?
ago.
Oh, oh.
And now, my dear, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to prepare. We'll talk later, I promise. Besides, you must be very tired.
I am
A
tired of
good
your
rest will
bullshit.
do you good. Betty will show you to your room.
Betty
She's
Boop.
my housekeeper, among other things.
You
You.
never actually killed the ink demon, did you?
No, he's too powerful to destroy. So we sealed him away, trapped him in a different form. One that was smaller, harmless.
The baby Bendy.
Bendy.
It was a fitting prison, although he seems to have found a way to free himself. But enough talk.
That ain't good.
We'll deal with that soon enough.
There's some nice fresh blankets all laid out for you. You'll be dreaming in no time.
Wait, Wilson? One more thing. If you needed my help, why didn't you just ask?
Would you have believed me?
Come
Jesus.
along, and no more dawdling. This way now.
What's in the...
Oh, you're here at last. It's so exciting finally having you with us. Now, to give you some bearings, we're currently standing in the south wing. Wilson's laboratory is downstairs. And then there's the north wing.
Don't go to the West Wing!
Demon got in there a while ago, and ever since, we've had to keep the north wing locked up tight. I'm afraid it's fallen into ruins by now. All those juicy, lovely books gone to waste. Only keepers go there these days, and they'll tear you apart limb from limb if Wilson isn't with you.
Jesus.
So, mind your distance, and you'll be just fine. It's not very often I have guests to look after, especially one I can actually talk to. Almost everyone here either can't speak or they're completely mad. All right, here we are. Best room in the house. You should see where I sleep. Ugh. But this room, oh, just perfect. I saw to every detail. Bed is clean. The bathroom is on the left. Sorry about the stains. I did try my best to get them out.
For sleep and draft, pinch of salt, cocoa powder, chamomile, soybeans, Gilson. Mix everything in a glass, and then drink with exactly 3 sips of water. Who the fuck is Gilson? Of course, can't actually enter the bathroom. The Mug and the Maiden. The Mug and the Maiden, Volume 1 by Sir Wilton Moore. Chapter 1, The Dangerous Forest. Once upon a time in a faraway land, there lived a mug of cheese. It was not an ordinary mug of cheese, as you would find in any home or kitchen of the age. No, this mug of cheese was a distant descendant of one of the 3 grand flagon kings, the same kings who had charged on horseback to defend their capital city during the unforgettable conquests of the previous century. To which these flagon kings he hailed from, the mug was unsure, but still there was honor and courage in his heart. His family line heralded of deeds long past that had forever changed the course of stoop history. Did he have a name? Of course, all mugs of cheese have names. This is common knowledge, just as every fruit bat is really named Stanley. The mug of cheese was named Rector the Cracked. What a name, I can hear you say. Cracked indeed. This mug of cheese bears no damage that I can see. Fall silent, you small-minded bass, for therein lies our intriguing story. Let's begin at the beginning. It was a hot winter day in the forest, one of those days where everything is dull brown. The lake was still, the birds had shut up, and the trees were but sticks in the overcast sky, save for a lone pine that had skimmed the clouds above like a painter's brush. It was on this day that Mr. Darble Mouse was in a hurry. He had just been named as Vermin of the Year by the society brethren that lived under the old church, and it was customary for the honoree to bring the fine port wine cheese to the ceremony. There were only 3 hours to locate some of the precious cuisine. Fortunately, Mr. Darble Mouse knew exactly where to find it, the dark cellar below the governor's castle. But unfortunately, as he approached the loose plank of wood in the old wall, he failed to realize that the heavy rains that had come during the night had passed moisture into the plank, making it far heavier than usual. Thus, when he pushed the plank with all his might, it lifted just enough to push his body only halfway through. But his strength couldn't contend with the weight of the plank, and his arms failed. The plank snapped back down, crushing him flat. After all, this story is not about Mr. Darble Mouse. Or had he forgotten the mug of cheese already? I can see how you might connect the two. Mr. Darble Mouse was, after all, looking for cheese, and we were talking about a mug of cheese just before. Sadly, I must inform you that there is no relation between Richter the Cracked and the rodent who is now nothing more but smushed guts inside the wall. Except that there is, for it was the death of Mr. Darble Mouse that started all the trouble. You see, when things die, they tend to smell, and that's just what Mr. Darble Mouse did. But that's not all. His body, pinned between the outside and inside of the wood wall, had made a perfect passage for the hot winter wind. The wind therefore carried the stench of his decaying mouse carcass deeper into the governor's home. Like a snaking twist and wisp of terror, the smell settled into a little tavern near the courtyard of the castle. Here soldiers would spend many long hours when there was no bloodlust to soothe with battle. Strong ales and red meats filled the new menu from back to front at this rustic, medieval greasy spoon. Mostly the customers came to look upon the barmaiden, Maxine, who was actually named Rita. Rita was by far the best-looking creature in all of the governor's county. There was a beautiful deer woman just over the hill, but no one knew that. By day, Rita scrubbed her tavern so clean you could eat off of it, which was fortunate as it was a place you indeed would be eaten, since it was a tavern. By night, she served her customers with charm, grace, but mostly with drinks. Did I mention that Rita was married? Well, I am mentioning it now. Rita was married. Her husband's name was James. She didn't do much until he died. The smell of Mr. Darble Mouse knocked him flat, and that, my friends, was that. Oh dear, the story's barely begun, and we've already killed two major characters. Needless to say, Rita was deeply distressed by the whole thing, but 20 or so minutes later she realized she couldn't mourn forever and went to buy some cheese. Ah, yes, don't worry, dear reader. This time the mention of cheese will probably guide us to meeting our focal hero of the tale. Also, this is a good time to start a new chapter. Chapter 2. A New Chapter. Rita entered the cheese shop with her guns blazing. I am speaking metaphorically, of course, by which I mean she entered the cheese shop quite determined to buy some cheese. This was because just the night before, as her husband, James, was taking note of a weird smell in the room, she had invented a delicious new concoction, a cheddar cider. It was sure to be a hit with her patrons. After all, the governor's county only had two exports, cheese and grapes, and she couldn't possibly make a drink from a grape. But back to the cheese shop scene. Rita knocked on the counter loudly with her fist, causing the nearby cat to do absolutely nothing, as cats do. From behind the wall, she heard a stir as someone was crashing through piles of cheese to make their way toward her. Emerging gloriously from torn yellow curtains, an old man came into view. He was giant in stature, with a long gray beard. Bobbing along and stuck within his beard were all manner of cheese crumbs and wedges, wrapped tightly within his hairs. But yet he held even more cheeses on ropes pulled across his chest, with loops of provolone linked like sausages over one shoulder. His eyes were big, and his ears were bigger still. A smile of kindness erupted from his face as he locked eyes with Rita. My, the Kurds are... Was this an old guy? Yeah, my, the Kurds are kind to me this hour. Hello and welcome, he bellowed. Rita bowed low and promptly began to cry. The shop owner looked at her, perplexed. Where did I say wrong? The Barbadian sniffed and snooted, and finally answered, Forgive me, for my husband has just died, and I'm out of Swiss. I'm going to pause now in the story to ask myself why Mr. Darwell Mouse went to the cellar in the governor's house for cheese, if there was a cheese shop nearby. I think it's best that we overlook this glaring problem in the plot, don't you? Now, back to the story at hand. Rita purchased a large amount of cheese from the shop owner. She bought cheese wheels and cheese melts and cheese slices. She bought cheese whistles and cheese bread. She bought cheese paper and cheese sandwiches. She bought so much cheese, in fact, that she had lost track of all she had obtained, and just dumped all the fromage into a large burlap sack for the return journey to the tavern. Goodbye, Rita, the shop owner called as he waved farewell. Goodbye, Daniel, she called back. His name was Murray, by the way. Overburdened by her treasures, Rita made her way home, following the main road to the castle. But, as it always happens, the road was now under repair. A man with a skinny mule was plowing up the dirt so that he could put down new cobblestone. 4 of his associates were standing by, watching him. The job would only take a few years to finish, but Rita was in a hurry, so she followed the detour sign that told her to take a different road to her left. Unfortunately, no one could read in the governor's county, so she went right instead. This mishap took her deep into the forest, where absolutely nothing of interest happened. Except something of interest did happen. As she trotted on through the forest, her sack of cheese weighing her down, muttering complaints all the way, little did she know that danger lay just ahead. This danger was cunning and dangerous, and it had one of those out-of-place eyebrow hairs that drives you nuts when you're talking to someone who has one. This danger we will call Bernard, the big ugly lizard man who wears a blue cloak. Bernard didn't have visitors in his house. This was because he lived outside. Also, he was rather fond of human flesh, which made him very unpopular. So, obviously, you can see the drama unfolding here. The beautiful but tired Rita huffing and puffing up the winding path as she approaches a certain doom. Bernard watching from behind a nearby tree, licking his lips. Oh, the tension is tense, is it not? At this point in time, we must pause again to ponder all the possibilities that can happen now in our story. 2 characters have died already. Surely a third wouldn't hurt anything. Are you perhaps just reading the story because you want to see who will get the axe next? You are a little warped, do you know that? Well then, let's see what happened next. Bernard stepped from behind his hiding place, his eyebrow hair gleaming in the fading sun. Dear madame, why must you pass through so fast? He called, with his eyes glimmering. I must get home, Bernard, because 1, it's getting late and I have customers to serve, and 2, because you eat people, Rita replied. Poppycock, balderdash, codswallop, I won't hear those lies against my character, he detested, for I, Bernard the big ugly lizard man who wears a blue cloak, have completely reformed myself. Rita squinted suspiciously at him. You have? Bernard put a hand to his heart. I have. No longer prowl or pounce. I won't attack or bounce. I will not kill or maim or tear. I won't crush or even bite you anywhere. I promise I won't devour any more. My gosh, you've become a bore. If you aren't going to be the danger in this story, then I've come all this way with 100 pounds of cheese for nothing, Rita grumbled. She boosted her sack further up until up her shoulders, and turned with an angry grunt. But Bernard waved after her in a panic. Wait, it's all a ruse. I intended to eat you, dear woman, I swear, he cried. It's all a trick, you see. And you ain't got. I worked on some guy yesterday. Oh, please stay. Rita sighed, her strength just about gone from the long adventure she had taken since she left home that morning. She turned back to face Bernard. All right, she said, but your part in the story better lead to an unexpected turn of events. Oh, it will. Bernard clapped and waggled his clawed finger to motion her to draw near. Just wait until the next chapter. Chapter 3. The next chapter. All looked quite dire for Rita. Bernard had her within his grasp. Surely it would just be mere moments before his jaws collapsed upon her head. Oh, what a horrible end for Rita. Needless to say, I am worried for her. But, as luck would have it, miles and miles away, 20 years earlier, something amazing happened. 2 mugs of cheese, a Gouda and a mozzarella, welcomed their first son into the world. I don't think I need to tell you his name. It was Dave. No one liked Dave. After that, their second son came first, Richter the Cracked, just called Richter at that time. Richter spent his early life stealing cowbells and putting them on skunks. This way, people always knew when danger was nearby. Needless to say, Richter was one smart mug of cheese. But all could not remain perfect forever, and suddenly the great skunk famine began. Richter found his world in array, and he sought a new purpose. Fortunately, there was an opening in the governor's county for an adventurer at the time, and since he was a descendant of the 3 Grand Flagon Kings, he was boosted to the head of the line, because as we are all quite well aware, even in olden times, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Thus, the adventures of Richter began. He braved deep dungeons, he slayed the great beasts, he climbed the highest mountain peaks, He sailed around the world despite the fact that he didn't own a boat. Richter was truly the stuff of legend. But did I mention the curse? Yes, fair readers, there is a curse. A fiendish and terrible curse. One morning, while Richter was in the governor's county, he came upon a witch, named Witch. This witch had just pulled a pound cake from her oven, where, so where she then proceeded to start ingesting it, right there on the front walk of her home. At once, Richter knew this creature was pure evil. Eating cake this early in the morning, and without ice cream, that was truly a fiend that needed to be vanquished. Richter jumped her fence and pulled his sword. Would you like some pound cake? The witch offered. It looked quite delicious. Richter would not let himself be seduced into early morning cake, so he approached closer with his weapon at her throat. The witch began to sweat with a mouthful of crumbs. I also make a mean scone if you want to wait. Now, no gentleman or gentle mug could refuse a good scone, so Victor withdrew his sword and patiently waited for the witch to create these new buttery pastries. What he didn't know was that the witch accidentally had bumped her table and had added within the mixture a vial of cursed liquid. See, I told you there was a curse. You were fair warned. The moment Richter ate one of the scones, he fell into a deep sleep. The witch, baffled, finished her cake and proceeded to get a civil service job in a nearby town. As the years went by, all that remained of the witch's house was carried off by elves, and her garden became overgrown. This left only Richter, asleep in the forest, with no end to his dreaming in sight. But the story thankfully does not end here. For as luck would have it, a giant man covered in cheese, with big eyes and big ears, wandered past the sleeping mug. In case you've forgotten, this was the cheese shop owner, Murray, sometimes called Bill. Unable to resist cheese of any kind, even a mug of the stuff, Murray took Richter to his shop and set him on a shelf. Here Richter sat for many years until this very fateful day. You see, in Rita's haste to gather up all the cheese she had purchased, she had swept a few things that did not belong to her into the sack as well. These items included the cat on the counter, a personalized pen, Murray's cash box, I think she'll be hearing about this one eventually, and last but not least, Richter himself, still deeply asleep. So now that our two stories have come together, let's discover what happened next to Rita and to Richter in the climax chapter. Chapter 4, the climax chapter. It was the same hot winter day in the forest, and Mrs. Darblemouse was finally starting to get concerned. Just down the road, Rita was being drawn toward an almost certainly bloody and horrific end to her life. Bernard was just moments from taking her within his lizard jaws, and mere hours from trimming his eyebrows. Rita stood her ground. She was no damsel in distress, but simply a person who was pretty darn tired by this point. She pulled the burlap sack of cheese from her body, and swung it hard with every last bit of strength she had left in her. An ear-shattering crack broke through the silent trees as the bag made contact with Bernard's shocked face. His teeth flew in all directions, falling like pebbles to the ground. His eyeballs dislodged and rolled into a nearby stream. His jawbone turned completely around and planted itself on the back of his head. Bernard ran screaming into the woods, never to be seen again this week. His cries faded, and the forest once again fell soft and quiet. A cow walked by. Rita, still standing with her sack outstretched in her arms, stood wide at what had just happened. Surely no cheese in her bag was hard enough for that kind of impact. As she placed her burlap sack upon the dirt and peeled it open, she was amazed to find Richter, the mug of cheese, inside and looking quite dazed. He had awakened, and the curse was finally lifted. Somewhere behind a desk, the witch looked up and nodded with a smile. But oh dear reader, look! Look what was now upon his mug body, a giant and elegant crack, the very mark of a warrior. His hero's journey was finally complete. Richter the Cracked had emerged. Yes, it was true that Richter really didn't do anything important in the attack on Bernard. Just by Richter being where he was at the perfect time, he had saved Rita. The fates were with them. Richter and Rita talked and laughed and ate cheese until the sun went down. Finally, they packed up their picnic and headed back to the tavern, where they were met with cheers and excitement. This is mostly because the guys had found out that Rita was now single. As the night wore on into the early morning of the hours, the tavern remained alive in the castle courtyard, with singing and dancing and cheddar cider. Oh, what a celebration! But like all parties of such proportion, eventually everyone sobers up, and you have to go home. Before long it was dawn. The sun began to rise steadily in the west, marking a fresh adventure on the horizon. A wind of a new direction began to blow with a more steady pace. It skittered across the ground and found its way between the floorboards of the governor's castle. Here, against all odds, it found the barely remaining body of Mr. Darblemouse. The wind carried the stench far beyond the borders of the castle, over the mountains, and deep within a dark cave, where evil slept.
What the heck is that smell?
Said Evil, awakening with hellfire burning behind his eyes. Eventually, news of this great evil spread from town to town until it reached the ears of Richter the Cracked. He polished his sword and gathered some crumbs of bread to store in his mug. Wearing his best expression of courage, Richter once again set off to conquer the day. His story was not yet over. But for now, dear reader, we return to our own lives. So let us end this tale with one closing thought, shall we? Be we cracked or small or even dead, there is always a purpose to where we all are led. Be brave and strong, and lest we forget, fate isn't quite done with any of us just yet. The end. Wow. I would love to see Matt Pat just fucking take uh like look way too deeply into that story for like an hour. Like, ooh, it's like an allegory for the plot of Bendy. I'm sure it is an allegory. Oh,
Did you have any questions?
Is it always night here?
It's always dark, if that's what you mean. For as long as I can remember.
Are you very old?
No. As far as I understand it, I'm something quite new. Although, I didn't turn out the way I was supposed to. One in a long line of failed experiments.
really now?
Wilson will keep trying.
And do you trust Wilson?
This is the realm of the ink demon. The shadow hangs over us all. I don't trust anyone.
Yeah.
But Wilson takes care of me, keeps me safe. He once said I remind him of something he called his mother. Tell me, is that a good thing, where you two are from?
I'm not sure.
Uh,
I don't think I ever had one.
Well, no matter. Now, I was told to make sure you get some sleep once you got here. So get nice and comfy and relax. I left something on the table that might just help you nod off. It's my own recipe. Works very fast. Just follow the instructions. Carefully.
Thanks, Betty.
Of course. If you need anything else, I'll come straight away. I'm always up.
okay, don't need that. Is there music coming from the bathroom?
Gilson. What's a Gilson?
That's what I asked. Looking good. Just toilet paper and... I'm not gonna... What, I can't sleep behind the shower curtain? There might be something in there. Oh, wait, what if I can't use my ink powers? Hmm.
The machine speaks to me.
I don't know who that is. Gross, man. Not even holding down your pants. Not even. Just imagine that she washed her hands. So that door locked. Nothing here. Huh. A theory about spaces. Spatial displacement of unknown elements. Let us imagine a long wire stretching between 2 points in known time. We will call this length of time the euphonic base. From here, we can dispel all needs of societal normacy and all typically understood junction of the world we know as the present. Once the euphonic base is achieved, it creates a shared understanding that there must be space around the wire that is not the wire itself. This space, a Cromley vacuum, could be in itself a host to many wires, running in as many directions as we can perceive. Using a vessel of flow, a flux break, we can escape from our wire to another wire. This allows us to not just reveal these alternate timescapes, but command them with a larger understanding of their existence. Further still, in theory, we can bring elements of one world into another, displacing matter into a new state regardless of the current host wire's rules. The reality and function of the elements becomes a new euphonic base.
Well, that didn't tell me anything.
Cooking for every day. Simple snacks. If you're in a hurry, like I always am, you don't have time to put together complex or large meals. Fortunately, we have some scrumptious and simple recipes that satisfy and take no time at all to prepare. People ask how you made these so fast, and you can just sit back and smile. Saucy cheese buddies recipe. Take a loaf of leftover Italian bread and slice it into 4-inch strips. Lightly butter your bread strips on one side only and lay them face up on a baking sheet. Toast in your oven for 2 to 6 minutes at 400 degrees or just until they begin to brown. Sprinkle a thick layer of mozzarella cheese over the strips and leave them in the oven for just a minute or two to melt the cheese. Remove and serve with your favorite marinara sauce or spice things up with a little ranch dressing. Quick, easy, and super tasty.
Nothing here.
Gilson. It's definitely kind of fish, right? The Gilson fish. This one strange little fish is pretty hard to come by. Gilson is not known to be easy to catch, and while normal is bait, to make matters worse, the Gilson can move very fast, making it a rare sight. In the end, I was able to snatch me up this little guy with a very clever solution. The Gilson is sensitive to sound vibrations and will go into shock when hearing some sweet music. Crank up the tunes, this fish will be easy to grab. Crush up the Gilson into powder and stir into water for a powerful, soothing drink.
So, I'm looking for a fish? There's gotta be one here somewhere.
Maybe there's an aquarium. Laboratory. Of course. You know, that chair's probably there for a reason. I don't have to fuck with that.
Maybe if it was closer. Now that's a fish.
Can't exactly grab it because... Ah. Can I... Nope, that's the limit. Okay, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
That did it. Looks like the fish is asleep.
I think it's dead.
Gotcha. You
can't get away from me, you little stinker. Hello?
I forgot the Gilson again, didn't I? And there's some already ground up in the kitchen too. I'll bring it up to your room straight away, shall I? Oh, and maybe you could put Harold back in his tank. He does so hate the dry air.
I mean, yeah, it does kill him. You monster. Ugh. Oh. Right, just got the... There we go. Yeah, that is
Now,
not...
just 3 sips of water.
That is not water.
1,
Toohoo!
2,
He's right behind me, isn't he? Huh.
3.
Ah. Hashtag not my Alice. It's a toxic Yuri. Oh, I can actually move while it's loading. Come on, I don't have all day. All night. I don't have all night.
Awake at last. I was almost afraid you'd miss my party.
What's
What
going
the
on?
frick?
Oh, it seems you're just a little overwhelmed. It's all right, honey. I understand. It's not every day one gets to bask in the glory of an angel.
Angel?
Alice Angel, to be exact. That's who I am. Sent from above. Impending perfection.
What do you want?
Right to the chase. I like that. The truth is, honey, you're one of a kind. And to put it bluntly, what I want is your face removed, your skin peeled away like paper, and your insides torn out and tossed onto my table. Custom parts, ready for my delicious harvest. And with your generous sacrifice, I'll be beautiful. But for now, let's have fun. Plenty of time for a bloodbath later.
What the fuck?
A game. Let's all play a game of riddles.
Riddles? What a wonderful idea!
That's a wonderful idea.
All right, honey. Here's the deal. Behind you is the door to freedom. But it will only be opened if you solve my little puzzle and return to your special chair. Then I'll throw this heavenly switch here. If you get the puzzle right, you walk away. Get it wrong, you fry.
Electric chair.
Let's begin.
Okay. Well, what's the puzzle?
The fox thinks the rabbit smells of elderberry. I couldn't see them sitting together.
Smells of elderberry. That means drunk, since elderberries that's an ingredient for wine. So like, smell.
The rabbit never sits with the bird, but he loves the playful company of the bear.
Okay.
The pompous fox? Well, he wouldn't be caught dead sitting on the left. Far too pedestrian.
Shit. I should write this
My
down.
friend the bear always sits next to the bird. After all, they went to school together.
The fox has always hated the bear. They never sit next to each other.
The bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit, but I hear he likes to court danger by sitting next to the fox.
Really shouldn't have turned off the lights for this, because I need to pen and paper. Okay. So,
The fox thinks the rabbit smells of elderberry. I couldn't see them sitting together.
so the fox is not on the rabbit. Fox, don't sit next to the rabbit.
The rabbit never sits with the bird, but he loves the playful company of the bear.
The fox doesn't sit next to the rabbit. Either the rabbit is separated by another chair or the rabbit's on the left.
The pompous fox? Well, he wouldn't be caught dead sitting on the left. Far too pedestrian.
My friend the bear always sits next to the bird. After all, they went to school together.
Wait.
The bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit, but I hear he likes to court danger by sitting next to the fox.
Okay, so the fox, bird, and bear are all on the left side, right? Because the second guy, he says...
The rabbit never sits with the bird, but he loves the playful company of the bear.
Wait. Rabbit never sits with the
Fox?
bird.
Well, he wouldn't be caught dead sitting on the left. Far too pedestrian.
Fox ain't on the left.
My friend the bear always sits next to the bird. After all, they went to school together.
Right, not the rabbit, the bird.
Fox has always hated the bear. They never sit next to each other.
The bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit, but I hear he likes to court danger by sitting next to the fox.
The rabbit never sits with the bird, but he loves the playful company of the bear.
Oh, so the rabbit would sit across from the bear. Okay, I got you. Or maybe there aren't two sides of the tip. I think they've only mentioned...
Pompous fox? Well, he wouldn't be caught dead sitting on the left. Far too pedestrian.
The fox thinks the rabbit smells of elderberry. I couldn't see them sitting together.
The pompous fox?
Yeah, I got this right.
He wouldn't
So,
be caught dead sitting on the left.
so,
Too pedestrian.
so obviously the fox would be all the way on the right. And then the bird. Then the bear. And the rabbit. But another guy said like they were friends in school. I watched, was it the bear and the fox? The bear and the bird? The bear and the bussy?
The fox has always hated the bear. They never sit next to each other.
My friend the bear always sits next to the bird. After all, they went to school together.
Okay, I think that's all consistent. But first, I'm gonna save. Damn it! You've thought of everything, Alice! Okay. How do I... What am I supposed to do? Oh. Is that a... Oh, monkey is a distraction. So, let's see. Rabbit. Oh. Bird. Fox. Bear. Bird. Fox. Okay.
Hold on tight, honey. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1.
Did I die? I am the riddle master. I am the master of riddles. Now what? I was just supposed to go here. Hey, hey, no takes it backsies. I want fair and square. I used to know where I'll end up if I die. I can't use my ink powers. So what have we learned, Alice? Don't drink strange liquids offered to you by strange women. My pipe. Ah. You guys are not fair. Ugh. Sore losers. Gonna need a full charge for this. Can I eat one of the donuts by any chance? Come on, it's not like he's gonna... Fine. What? Oh, I got my powers back, right? Yeah! Better recharge. Get another charge for the road. No schematics. He's got a gun! Angel with a shotgun. The Tommy gun. No! Wait!
know you're out there.
Safe in here.
Stop hiding.
No!
Start dying. You ain't stealing my spotlight, honey.
Okay. Come on. No, fuck!
I can do this all day.
What? She sees me, doesn't she?
You hiding from me? That's you, freak of ink demon. I don't wanna go.
Not now, honey. I'm opening door. Get open the fuck!
Bleed. Where do you think you're going? Just want to be beautiful. Help me be beautiful.
You never hurt me, right, Bendy? Okay, what did that get me? Stamina or ability? Let's upgrade my stamina. Got some running to do.
Where did you go?
Let's talk about this.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, shoot, she's right there.
Hiding from me? That's precious. I know you're out there. Stop hiding. Start dying.
Fuck! Ah!
Gotcha.
That's not a...
Come out wherever you are. You ain't stealing my spotlight.
Okay, she's not there.
I don't wanna go. You freak of ink demon.
Can't get me here. Blind spot.
I can do this all day.
There you are. Where do you think you're going? Help me be beautiful.
Oh, no. Don't quit on me now. Fuck.
Hiding from me? That's precious.
Perfect time for lagging. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Finally.
Stop hiding. Start dying.
Finally.
Hiding from me? That's precious.
Ugh.
Give me your inside.
Nope, that didn't work.
Go.
Ah. Now I got it. No, oh, wait, come on, I just got it. No. Come on. Hit the fucking. Duh.
I can do this all day. Ha! There you are. Where did you go? Help me be beautiful! Come out wherever you are. Quit stealing my spotlight, honey. How dare you touch me?
Let's just talk about this. Really, that's the best. It's the best one you could think of. You missed the. Yay! Good, Alice.
It's our face.
Toxic doomed Yuri.
Beautiful. Always were. Why does this feel so familiar?
Happened in the last game.
Are you all right, Audrey?
Alice, I cannot begin to tell you how good it is to see you. And this
Hi,
must
Boris.
be your wolf.
Audrey, meet Tom.
What?
He's my protector.
Hmm.
My friend.
You both got here just in time. Now I understand why you don't like being called Alice.
The machine creates many of the same forms. At least on the outside. On the inside, we're all pretty different.
Well, from now on, I'm gonna call you something other than Alice. It just doesn't suit you.
Oh? What do you have in mind?
How about Allison?
It's not bad. Okay, I'll try it out. But
Yeah.
only if you can tell me what in heaven's name you're doing in Wilson's retreat.
He sent.
Wilson, I almost forgot. I have to get back right away.
Are you crazy? Wilson's our enemy.
Do you even know him? Have you ever talked to him?
I've seen what he's done. That's good enough for me.
Look,
Yeah.
it sounds like he has a plan to kill the ink demon. For good. And I think he can help us all. I just need to go back and hear him out.
Well, if it's true, you'll both need as much help as you can
It's
get.
gonna help you in the same way a
Ink
vulture
demon
helps a
won't go
dying
down without
raccoon.
fight. Tom and I will gather
I say
together our
raccoon.
friends. Anyone who's left. Good luck, Audrey.
You too, Allison.
Mind if I take this?
Ha. Beautiful people run this world. If you have brains or talent, you may just sneak through the gates. But with a pretty face, every door opens. The crowds bow to you. They ask your name. They want you to attend. They ask you to speak. A silky voice with gorgeous lips is everyone's weak spot. I was reborn with my perfection stolen from me. To get it back, I'll rip this rotted world apart. Angels are beautiful. Angels are beautiful. Oh! Not now, Venom. Pain hole, schmain hole. break this? Ah. Built Ford tough. Ladder. Okay, this is good. I feel comfortable with this.
Don't send me back.
Think I missed something cool. Give me that coin. Ah, what? I can't use my ink powers here. If they see me, they're gonna kill me. What's actually the point of this booth? Is it an outhouse? It's like a thinking chamber? Ah, so that's... Oh shit. Hide in the barrel. Oh, just in time. I think he left. Back in the thing, back in the thing. That was intense. Gonna... He saw me. Wah! Wah! Wah!
It's been years, and my face is still a mystery to my co-workers. They don't know me. They avoid me, as if I carried some infectious disease. At first,
So Wilson isn't actually a janitor? Is that what you were getting at? Don't come in here.
This music box could make a good distraction if I can fix it.
The frick? Dear Alice, I don't know if you'll read these notes, but I'll keep leaving them for you. I hope someday you'll understand my words and the madness will fade from your mind. In this strange and dark place, we can find light and purpose. We are not left to just wander alone, crawling, craving beauty, power, and other meaningless things. Even the heart of someone feeling incomplete can discover joy. We are not lost, we're merely waiting to be found. We are so much alike, formed from the same mold. We're like sisters, you and me. I wish you comfort and the wisdom to let your heart melt into happiness. I won't give up trying to reach you before it's too late. A friend. It was Allison, wasn't it? Just in case. Ah, Nook. The little Nook. Okay, there's no stalkers here. Just a note. They said he killed my lord. They said the ink demon fell. They said it was a false prophet. But I say my lord lives. But I say he will return. But I say you better watch your back, Mr. Wilson. Can I get an amen? Hallelujah. It. Oh, shit, there is a goddamn. I think they're called Seekers? Keepers? I don't remember. Just wait here until he turns around. Ah. Don't know if I should be relieved or worried that he turned around pretty quickly. Now to backtrack, the worst part of survival horror. The... No! Get in the fucking... Now, he's not going to turn this way. He's going to turn the other way. He's going to go back down the hallway. He's not going to look in my direction. He's not going to look in my direction. Not going to look in my direction. Not going to look in my direction. Don't look in my direction. Okay. Don't know what's back there that's so interesting for him, but I do not want to find out. I'm not going to push my luck. Don't step on his tails. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? That wasn't part of the script. What? But I have the... Why won't the... God damn it. Oh, shit. Ugh. Dancing figure. Have I been to this place before? This looks like a new place. Stop down. Ah. Okay, this looks like the only place to go. And again, no teleport. Fuck. Don't turn around, 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 don't turn around. Ah. Oh. Get that other battery. I hate these controls. Low as it can go. They really expect people to play Halo with a joystick. Here it comes. It's taking this guy. Fuck you, man! Ugh. In the... Ouch.
That's all the pieces for the music box. Fixed. Now I just need to find a good place to put it.
I can think of one. Since lowest possible sensitivity isn't working, just have to deal with the bullshit controls. No, not that. Yes, that way? Ah, ladder. This was the right ladder. This seems like a good spot, but whatever. Of course, it's true. I would need Audrey. This looks like a good place to put the music box. Gah. I have to go all the way back to get the... Because that's the only place I know where there's a charging station. What did that just accomplish? I'm an idiot. Whatever. It's destination, not the journey. Flippy deppy doo-boo. Damn it, what did I... This way, this way. Get it up.
There you are, thank goodness.
What the fuck did you
We'll
put in that
send
cup?
waiting for you downstairs in the laboratory when you're ready. But first, can I get your help with something? Normally, I wouldn't ask this of a guest, but with all that's happening, I can't sneak out and get things like I usually do. Do you think you could pop round to the farmer's market back in town and find me a few ingredients?
Oh, fuck that.
We're running quite low in the kitchen, and I was hoping we could all celebrate tonight with a lovely supper. Won't take but a moment if you go by train. Up to you. No pressure.
But we're so close to being the game. I want to go to the farm.
Please stay clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. Have a nice day. Que tengas un lindo día.
Oh man, waste of soup. Bitch. Groceries. Oh wait, I remember what the farmer's market looks like. That was a lie. Even if I was charged, it just took 3 hits to kill him. This is rip-off. The old farmer's market. You know, maybe I can use this for... Ah! Nope, it's useless. Whatever, I'd much rather use trains. Trains, good source of public transportation. Oh, what if we miss the train? What if the train, you gotta, like, you go on top... There should be more trains, then. Trains better than cars. Illusion of these nuts.
Please stay clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas.
Nice. Got a lot of horror-themed Christmas movies, horror-themed Halloween movies, or Halloween-themed movies. What about a Thanksgiving movie? The fucking turkeys come back. Had to be an old lady with a stick to get this.
You're a miracle worker. Truly. Oh, I only wish there was something I could do for you. Oh, wait. I spotted something in the fountain yesterday. Don't know what it's for, but you're welcome to have it. You better go see Wilson downstairs. He's been waiting ages.
This fountain. It's Richter the Cracked! I don't get it. Is he a reference to something? I mean, other than the book, obviously. Really good book. I give it a 5 stars. So he's not downstairs, unlike what this woman said. He's in the south wing. Look, nothing. Shoot. Huh? It's in color now.
You made it. Good. Come inside, my dear. We have much to discuss, but make sure you're ready. Where we're going, there will be no return until we've accomplished our mission. Thank you for coming all this way. The Ink Demon is a formidable foe. To truly destroy such a monster, he must be dethroned, humiliated. For months now, I've been working on something that will do exactly that.
Pull down his
Cast out
pants.
the demon and put a new deity in his
Whenever
place.
someone says humiliation, that's the first thing I think of. Pulling down their pants.
And controllable.
So like when Venom in
Together,
Spider-Man 3
we just
says,
need
I'm
to
thinking
unleash our
humiliation.
ultimate weapon.
Like how you humiliated me. Oh, now he's
Let
gonna
me
pull
show
down
you
Spider-Man's
my
pants.
Creation.
He already feels bashful. He ended up...
Beautiful, simple but elegant, a treasure, powerful beyond anyone.
Is this a joke?
The Ink Demon will fall, and we can have peace at last.
It could work,
Okay.
but it sounds risky. How will we control him? We don't want to repeat Joey's mistake.
No, we don't. All of the factors must be perfect. The right design, the right science, and the right soul. At last your purpose is revealed, Audrey. This is why you're here. With your soul inside him, my creation will live forever.
Stay away from me. You're insane.
Oh, now you're come to that conclusion.
You knew this was your path. Leave yourself behind and ascend.
Come on.
I thought you said we needed to save your father. I thought you had a plan to send me home, to make everything right.
I lied.
You fucker.
My father is beyond hope. Perhaps you know him. Nathan Arch.
Who?
Owner of Archgate.
Oh, that guy.
Industrial genius. Business tycoon. For years I've lived in his reaching shadow. He always had time for the grand creatives of the world. The doers he called them. He knew only the best, the biggest thinkers. How could his lonely son ever hope to compete with that? But now, thanks to you, I can. No need to struggle. My signal prevents you from using those devilish powers of yours. And more importantly, keeps the ink demon from getting in. It's time to die, Audrey, and live again as a god.
Bonk. You're not killing me twice.
Not this time.
Yeah. Sparta. Oh, God. Oh, man. Huh. Hope this means game's almost over.
You were birthed from the darkest shadows. Born. It's time to ask the question.
The ink machine. Oh, Lord. Of course. This thing. Power Thor. Do it again. What is that? What's the point of that? Oh. No, not what I expected. What did they want from me? None in there. What was the point? Maybe I can get him to destroy them for me. Let's see. Come on. Now. Haha, I'm so smart. Oh shit, dude. Oh no. Ow. Ugh. Come on. I'm right here. Oh. Just one more. Ow. What? Ah! What? 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 Supposed to do something. No! Ugh. What? That's not right. That's not. Get up there. Ugh. Nope, the ink hurts me, I think. No! Not now! Ugh. Seriously, dude? Video game, this is not funny. I can't even reach that area. Is that what I have to do? Teleport through him? Ah. This is the Reiki hornpipe. That's not what it's called. You know what I mean? The Popeye theme. The Popeye the Sailor Man theme song. That one. The platform has a red hair and it looks like I'm supposed to teleport there. It gives me the... But it's just... Oh no. No, 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 no. If I knew it'd be this important, I would have put more points into... Third time's the charm. Oh, shit. Please die already. Ah, this is easy mode, man. No, 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 no. Ow! No! It's too late. I don't know if that fucking ink ability gives me invincibility. So if I know I'm not backed into a corner, I'll just run instead of ink. Ah! Ah. I knew the ink demon was good all along. Thanks, Bendy. Uh...
It's time. Your road is broken. Join the dark puddle and give in to your suffering. You have nothing. You are without purpose. Your very existence was a terrible lie. You're a mistake. Monster. Like me. But I will make you strong. I will make you meaningful. It's time. The daughter of truth. The power of a demon.
What's happening to me?
There's always a choice. I know you're in there. Deep behind that evil face. Inside somewhere is my little girl. My Audrey. My greatest creation.
I'm scared. I don't know what's happening.
The past doesn't define you, nor the present. In the end, all those years ago, Joey Drew finally succeeded. He created life. But Audrey, you're so much more than that. You were his family, his daughter, my daughter. And I love you so very much.
Be quiet and rich.
Remember who you are, Audrey.
Is that...
Remember,
Your words are waste. The failure of Joey Drew dies here.
I know you're in there. You don't have to be this anymore. It's never too late. Just a pencil and a dream isn't enough. You have to have heart.
The future is sealed. What do you think you're doing?
I'm starting over.
This is the end.
Need to actually put it in the film reel. Whoa, it's like that one video game with the Venom. Yeah! Seriously? This... What? Tank controls.
Just a pawn. What makes you think we can define me? Arise, domain. Destroy this truth. Don't hurt me.
Oh, nice. I'm out of here. Ugh. Gotta turn down the sensitivity again. I am Venom. That's the quote from the movie of all time, Morbius. Seriously, why does he say that? Like, I guess so they could say, hey, see, there's the same universe as Venom. But, like, they could have just, like, I don't know, mentioned an event that happened in the Venom movies. They didn't have to, like, just have him say, I am Venom. Imagine if in the Incredible Hulk movie, fucking Edward Norton says, I am Iron Man. You made yourself too powerful. If I die, you're dying with me. Yay, my waifu.
Allison! Audrey, is that you in there? Come on, keep moving. We'll get you through. Tom, make us some trouble.
The guy from earlier!
Audrey, run!
Oh hey, you teleport guy. I have got to, like, something's wrong. Just grin and bear it. These guys just keep... Ah.
I got this. Just keep fighting.
The ink demon rises.
Oh hey Sammy.
To the Lord of the Dark Puddles. It's time to believe.
too dummy thick to fit through the doors.
You can do this. Keep fighting. Keep going. You'll be all right.
Ah.
Dead end. Now what?
Need some help?
Henry?
You came.
Some battles are worth fighting for, even a million times. Come on.
It's-
I found a projector up ahead. Run for it.
This man is mad, and the cycle will continue.
Well then, we'll just have to do better next time. My father once told me that just because we're born of darkness doesn't mean we belong to it. We're always free to choose. And here, at the very beginning, there's a choice to make. My father's cartoon world was now mine. To rule, to watch over, and to protect. I can make the cycle more bearable for my friends inside. But as for me, I'm the first of my kind. Born of ink, but living in flesh. Joey's world is escaping into ours. So, what's next? Who can really say?
I'm smiling. Okay. Gonna let these credits roll and take a piss. It's so cool. Hold on, I need to answer this. Actually, I think this was in the first game. The archives of each character. These guys. Don't think I ran into that guy anywhere. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna edit this video, and then I'm going to listen to music and have a mental breakdown.